And we're back. Thank you for tuning in to Sundays at the Square. We had to pay some bills real quick. Sitting here with Mrs. Shell Greene of United Way. She is the Director of Public Relations, and we're talking about all things United Way. But I also have to talk about this beautiful queen. So, I'm going to get a little bit of her personal story as we talk about all the things that are going on. But you were saying before we broke that your supervisor was saying that it seems like you've already been there.
Yeah, it was just a nice fit. It was just a nice fit, and it was really, really just meant to be. And every day, I look forward to the weekends. I do. But I don't dread I don't dread Monday.
Okay.
I don't dread Mondays. Again, we run our campaigns because, again, we're raising this money and we're able to support these different programs, 211 being our major program. Anybody in the Central Texas area, if you're needing child care and you want to do, a check to see if the child care facility you picked, if they have any sketchy stuff on their backgrounds, or if you do need that financial assistance, shelters, that kind of thing, you just dial 211 and you tell the operators where you're at and what you're needing, and they're able to give you these agencies that are able to help you.
So for all of our listeners that may not be familiar with 211, all you literally have to press is 211 and then dial, right?
That's it. And that's it. That's it.
Okay. Wow. Now that's some good information. And that's something good to know. So I hope all our listeners who are tuned in to Sundays at the Square, y'all take that down. It's kind of like 911. Just put a 2 there, 211.
211, and they'll tell you all the different agencies or facilities in the area that can help you. You sometimes get things that you cannot help with. But for the most part, we're able to have so many different agencies in the area that offer a variety of support services that can help.
Awesome. So what are some of the programs that United Way offers to the public?
The biggest one, like I said, was the 211. Then we have what's called the VITA program, and it's a volunteer income tax assistance program. If you make less than $50,000 in a year, you can get your taxes done for free. And the deal with this is 100%, is kind of unheard of. 100% of the tax returns that they submitted were not rejected. They were not rejected.
Wow.
And you can go to any other tax place and they could be rejected and you have to resubmit or, resubmit paperwork or whatever. But they were all accepted. And what happens is the more money that you're able to get back on your income tax, the more money you're able to spend in your community, the more you're able to help your family out. And so $50,000 or less, tax-free. It's not like...
Now, let me ask you this. Is it even if you're self-employed?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They do all the amendments, all the forms, everything. Earned income tax credit, child credit.
That's VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance through United Way. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It is.
How soon can they, as soon as, is it like January 1?
I want to say January 15th is when they really start, and it goes through tax time.
Through April.
And then even after that, if you submitted a return and the IRS is asking for additional forms, there's no problem. They will go ahead on and get the forms to the IRS so that you're in compliance. And these people aren't people that are walking in off the street and getting your personal information. They are certified by the IRS to do your taxes. So we want to make that really clear too, is that they are certified, and just making sure that you're getting your stuff done the right way. A lot of people don't know that.
Awesome. Okay. So that's a really good program. VITA. We have 211.
And then we have probably one of the most profound, but one of the least known programs. It's called SOARS, Savings, Opportunities, Assets, and Results. And what happens is it's designated for if you wanted to get money for, it's a savings plan for college tuition or trying to build up to buy your first home.
Hello. Hello.
So
wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. I'm sorry. I got a little excited.
And you should be. You should be. It's a great program.
That is awesome. And it's called SOAR. I like the name in and of itself. Okay. So tell me about SOAR.
SOAR program, of course, you have to qualify. And I would just encourage you to call the United Way and schedule an appointment to meet with one of the counselors to talk to you about what the requirements are for the most part. But we're partnered up with Extra Co Bank, and for every dollar that you save, $8 is going to be deposited into this account for you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. I'll try to make sure let me make sure that. You said we contribute $1.
$1.
And y'all are going to match it with $8?
$8.
I'm going to go see if I can sign up for this savings opportunity. That is amazing. So what is the maximum amount that you can?
$4,500. And so at the end of it, you save the $500, and the program contributes $4,000, and you walk away, and it's yours.
And do they help you to find a home?
That's so funny you mentioned that.
What? Wait a minute.
Because I didn't even tell you about this. I did not even tell you about this. On Monday, I had the opportunity to be a part of a closing on a home. This gentleman had been waiting for 4 years to get a house. Now, that's not typical, but what happened, we partner up with Habitat for Humanity. And so they call it sweat equity. So he is helping to build his house and helping to build other people's houses. And in return, we just closed on his house on Monday. So he withdrew all of the money from this savings program, and we went to the title company, and he closed with on his house.
Stop.
Yeah. And again, this is a brand new house. This is not, a house.
I hope my listeners are tuned. This is like the most. I have amazing guests that come on all the time, but this information that you give me is probably the most valuable information that I have ever received sitting in this chair for Sundays at the Square. This is life changing.
This is let me tell you, this man was disabled or is disabled. The home that he was in was a trailer, and anybody that knows or has anybody with a wheelchair, you have to have doorways that are wide enough. You have to have enough space. He did not have enough space. His floors were not stable to carry the weight of the wheelchair. And he, even though it was his home, it was just a house. It wasn't a home. And so now he has the wide doorways.
It's made for him.
It's made for him.
Now, okay, with the savings program, you have that. So I'm thinking more of the house level, right? So you have that, and do you guys partner up with other people to help them to purchase the home or to find out where they want to go? So I know you mentioned Habitat for Humanity. For Humanity, did he do that outside of what you were doing?
We worked in conjunction with each other, so it was a partnership all the way around.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, but that doesn't mean that that's the only option.
Okay, so if someone wants to come in, and I'm sure many of my listeners are kind of like, hey, I need to get in on that. The Savings Opportunity Assets Results Program, or better known as SOAR, helps you not only if you want to go to school, but also helps you if you want to purchase a house. And y'all, for every dollar that you save, they match it with $8. I cannot. $8. Yeah. So is it over a period of time?
It can last no more than 2 years.
You should be able to save $500 in 2 years. This is some great stuff. I'm just okay. All right. So if they want to come in, they just need to call and make an appointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the telephone number to United Way?
254-768
Uh-huh.
8618.
Y'all see me grab my pen.
Wait, stop it, Toni Ringgold. 254-778-8616. She got me all thrown off.
I'm sorry. 254
778 8616.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all wrote that down. Better pull over to the side of the road. Listen, if you missed it, guess what? You can go on myb106.com and check out all my shows and just fast forward through till you find this part where she's giving a number out, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so what is this right here that we have coming up?
Again, another thing is we help with reading programs. And
awesome.
What really is important is, and it's saying here, 4 in 5 low-income students aren't meeting the mark of reading on a 4th grade school level. So 2/3 of all the 4th graders in the United States don't read on a 4th grade.
What?
Yep. 2/3 of all 4th graders. Yep. And so, and it's especially worse in the low-income areas. 4 out of the 5 low-income students are not reading on the school level, and from that 4 in 5, 1 in 5 are Hispanic and Native Americans. It says only 1 in 5 are reading on their grade level, and less than 1 in 5 African American students.
Less than that means it's not even a full one.
It's not even a full one.
Lord have
so
mercy.
we go to the schools, we read to the schools. We have that reading program. So again, if anybody wants to volunteer and just read.
That just made my heart drop.
It should. And it's embarrassing. And so you want your kids to do better, but how can they do better for themselves, and how can they be independent when they're not even reading on their grade level and they're just getting, passed over because nobody's taking an interest in them.
So they go into the different schools and read to the kiddos. Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And then again, we help with financial stability, and it's saying that on 37% of the Americans don't even have $500 to $1,000 in emergency savings.
Yeah, that's not true.
Mm-hmm. So, we talk about that and how, what's a priority, and let's make that a priority, making sure if something happens to your family, you're able to take care of them. The last program that we have is called the Bridges Program, and we are partnered up with Baylor Scott and White.
Okay.
And it is a kind of a preventative program. And so, like, if you've gone to the hospital and you've been released, for hard cardiac problems or diabetic, we will have packets together for you, like scales, blood pressure cuffs, pill boxes, so that you're able to take care of yourself and not go back in the hospital.
Wow.
And then we help with prescriptions, as well.
Okay, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, if they want to find, because that's amazing. So scales, blood pressure cuffs,
pill boxes.
Mm-hmm. That's, man, yeah. United Way is the bomb.com.
No, it is, and people are just used to just being a fundraising machine, but what's happening now is we're fundraising, but we're funneling this money right back in the community.
Yes.
Like, not just saying we're doing it, but tangible. And I have stories, and you'll see it in the paper or on TV, where we're actually interviewing real life people that have benefited from United Way.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Listen, if you're just tuning in to Sundays at the Square, we're about to wrap this show up. But I will tell you now that you need to get involved with United Way, even if to take advantage of the programs, but also to volunteer.
Let me tell you, this campaign year, we raised $1.8 million. That's $1.8 million that we're able to sow back in the community. From that $1.8 million, 80% of that comes from people donating $5 from their checks.
What?
Every pay period, $5 from their checks. We're not asking for, $200 or hundreds of dollars. We're saying 80% of those donations.
If you just take $5 from your check and donate it, You're able to help out with so many programs. The VITA program, 211 being the biggest one that'll help you with food assistance, housing and shelter, health service, veterans assistance, mental health services, financial and legal, employment help, child care and education, aging and disability, crisis and emergency. And this is 211. So all of our listeners, if you ever need help with any of those things, all you have to do is call 211. You guys support that. You support VITA, the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program for people who make $50,000 or less. You can come and get your taxes done for free. And you told me that they accepted 100% of the tax returns and that they were not rejected.
Correct. Correct.
Awesome. This program right here, honey, I'm going to see if I can be a part of this bad boy. The SOAR program, Savings, Opportunities, Assets, and Results. This program will, for every dollar that you save, it can go towards school or the purchase of a home. For every dollar that you save, they will match it up to $8. And you can, with a maximum of $4,500 that can go towards you purchasing. Child. I'm taking this with me. Then you have the early grade reading. These statistics were jarring. Less than 1 in 5 African American students are reading on a grade level. That means that's not even a 1. Only 1 in 5 Hispanic and Native American students are reading on grade level, and 4 in 5 low-income students are missing the mark. That is a huge disparity, and we have to do something about it. So thank goodness for United Way coming into schools. Then you have the Financial Stability Program, and you guys, you come in and you just talk about it and help make some better choices with money. And all we're asking is for you to come in and volunteer for those to help. Girl,
I mean, again,
the bee's knees.
It's pretty nice. It is pretty nice, Toni.
This is awesome.
It's pretty nice.
This is awesome. I'm glad you brought all these papers in here. Now I understand. Wow. Okay. So y'all, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Sundays at the Square. I want to thank you, Miss Shell Greene, Mrs. Shell Greene, the Public Relations Director of United Way, for coming in and being the bomb as usual. She's so dynamic. You're also the Executive Director of
A Cumulative Advantage Foundation.
Yeah. Accumulative. You understand what a little honey.
It's a mouthful, but you know, it's a great impact as well.
Yes,
it's a great impact.
You are so awesome. We're definitely going to be connected on many different levels with United Way. Of course, you guys know that the Village United has started, Village Co-op.
That's good stuff.
Yes, and Killeen, and we are we're 501c3.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Good stuff.
So we will be talking to you about some of this, some partnering up. Y'all be on the lookout. Just keep looking, keep watching. I am so excited. This is great stuff.
It is, and people don't know about it.
Yeah.
People do not know about it.
Well, if you don't know, now you know.
You should know.
Thank you for tuning in to Sundays at the Square. Give me that number one more time to United Way.
254-768-8616. And you can reach us online, United Way of Central Texas, uwct.org.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in to Sundays at the Square. Remember to follow me on Facebook, Toni Ringgold, ToniRinggold. You can also follow me on Instagram at Toni Ringgold Music. Also on YouTube, you can find me at Toni Ringgold Music. Let's see what else. Oh, and also make sure that you tune in to myb106.com. You can click on there anytime. Click on my name. It says At the Square with Toni Ringgold. You can see all the past shows of my amazing, dynamic guests. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, and always remember, there's enough sun for everyone to shine.